Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 28, 2023. Channels for expression can be unusual but satisfying today. There is generally good energy with you for work and health improvement these days. Certainly, you're entertaining many new ideas, methods, or plans that excite you. Later today and into tomorrow, you could feel discontent with how your life is currently organized, and it can be challenging to know where to begin sorting it out. Try not to allow distractions to mess with your head, and aim to choose your words more carefully than usual. Prepare to feel enamored with life. You're a practical realist most of the time, but that doesn't mean you don't internally have a soft, compassionate, and romantic heart. Right now, all of our planets in our solar system are direct, which means that there are no confusing retrogrades to deal with. This is a crucial period of the year to move forth in the manifestation of love. One thing many people often forget is that love and romance are not just feelings we experience within, but also actions we engage within. Consider how you can build romantic actions now. Where could your work life lead? It is time to consider a more unconventional professional path within your journey as the exalted moon in Taurus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. You may feel called to explore a new direction, which may not even be related to what you originally set out to do. Although you are following your unique calling that is in alignment with your authenticity, this may create a little bit of a rift at work. Do not let anyone's comments get to you about your professional journey, since the moon will also square Mercury in Aquarius. Venus only returned to your financial sector 6 days ago, but already a lot of water has passed under the bridge. Since then, the moon has moved through, and a clash with the dwarf planet Ceres in your income sector has helped to energize both sides of the financial fence, while highlighting a balance between money coming in and money going out. However, this is just preparation for Venus alignment with Jupiter next week, bringing the planets of money and luck together in your financial sector for the first time in over a decade. If you are not familiar with the herbal extract from the saw palmetto berry, it is high time you make its acquaintance. It has been clinically proven to lessen the abdominal cramps in women and to promote prostate health in men. The theme of easing suffering holds true for other aspects of your life, too. Back pain, neck pain, headaches can all be alleviated at least in part by increasing the amount of water you drink and the occasional yoga class. These are simple but profound recommendations. Giving your health consideration on this day will do you a lot of good. You are often seen as the one who runs around taking care of everyone else. However, you also need to take care of yourself. If you don't take breaks and get enough rest, you can become worn out and even ill. Listen to your body. It will tell you when it's time to lie low for a while. Just follow the direction you are given. Having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart over the weekend is always an advantage, and especially when Mercury is spending his last weekend in your work sector just as Saturn moves into the final 10 days of a nearly 3-year visit. With the moon joining Mars in your career sector for the last time before he leaves tomorrow, and Mercury and Saturn moving towards an alignment, next week will be one of the most pivotal weeks of this professional year. Even the professional gods are encouraging you to embrace the weekend spirit, refreshed and ready to play your A game next week. Before leaving an adventurous part of your chart, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Pluto in your romantic sector, as it has done every 4 weeks since the planet of change and revolution returned in 2008. As the moon's last visit before Pluto leaves, this is a valuable chance to embrace the spirit of romance and adventure. Yet missing is any urgency, with the moon making its last visit before Venus returns to begin her own mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together. Our eyes in the sky. This morning, the moon will be transitioning from Taurus to Gemini, which can signal the release of any pent-up aggression or tension. However, it's important to stay vigilant and cautious if you find yourself on the receiving end of someone's temper tantrum. Instead of responding with more aggression, it may be wise to diffuse the situation diplomatically, as things could quickly escalate and lead to some serious consequences. As the day progresses, consider taking a break from any frustrating matters that may be causing you stress. You might try unwinding through a relaxing activity like meditation, which can help calm your mind and bring a sense of inner peace. This way, you can regain your composure and tackle any challenges that may arise with a clear head and a steady hand. Remember to take care of yourself and prioritize your well-being above all else. As the day begins, Mercury in Aquarius will be forming a sextile aspect with Juno in Aries, which can stimulate thoughtful and productive conversations regarding our work or relationship commitments. While this influence may not necessarily be considered romantic in nature, it does promote the value of loyalty and commitment in our relationships. This is an excellent opportunity to discuss the contractual criteria of any agreements or commitments we have made. With the flexibility and open-mindedness of this aspect, we can listen to the other party's concerns objectively and come to a fair and equitable agreement. It's also an ideal time to assert ourselves and ask for what we need and deserve, knowing that doing so will lead to a more mutually beneficial and sustainable agreement. This aspect can also pave the way for long-lasting relationships that are built on a solid foundation of trust and mutual respect. Whether it's a romantic partnership or a professional collaboration, the discussions and negotiations that take place now have the potential to create a strong and enduring bond that will withstand the test of time. However, it's important to remember that all agreements have terms and conditions that may need to be renegotiated or updated in the future. By approaching these discussions with transparency, honesty, and a willingness to compromise, we can ensure that our relationships and commitments remain fair and equitable for the long haul. As the Taurus moon squares off with Saturn in Aquarius, we may find ourselves feeling moody and irritable. Disappointments and restrictive circumstances can trigger our stubborn tendencies, leading us to make our problems everyone else's problem as well. However, it's important to recognize that we may have played a role in creating this situation. Perhaps we procrastinated on important tasks or spoke out of turn to the wrong person, leading to isolation and increased stress levels. To navigate this challenging aspect, it's important to take a step back and assess the situation objectively. If possible, try to put your head down and focus on the work that needs to be done. In some cases, the problem may resolve itself over time, but in other cases, an apology or taking responsibility for our actions may be necessary. It's important to remember that while it can be difficult to admit when we're wrong, doing so can help to restore relationships and build trust. Ultimately, the key to navigating this aspect is to stay grounded and focused on what needs to be done. By taking responsibility for our actions and working to rectify any mistakes, we can move past this challenging time and come out stronger on the other side.